Greetings. This is the Getto Free Press, and I'm George Boston Ryans in Valdosta, Georgia. And our motto is we report what others ignore. This video is very special because it is concerning a black mother here in the state of Georgia. And now, let's get down to the brass tacks of this particular mother who called me concerning her son having problems with law enforcement in the state of Florida, in the county of Madison, that's Madison, Florida, with the county investigators, with her own paid attorney. And so when I was called, I met this young lady and I committed myself to reach out and to go as maybe I have never gone before. She is a business person, but she is very concerned about her juvenile son. He's in the system, and she wants you to know that she wants this video to go viral. This video will be a little different from any video that I have ever done, because this lady got documented proof that apparently somebody want her son to go behind bars and stay behind bars so they can get the money. Well, it's a new day now. We have finally come to the conclusion that we're not going to get justice. Bobby Worthy from Justice League United, he accompanied me to a press conference in Madison, Florida, and he called the white-dominated, the white-controlled news media, but they were not there. So now let's sit back and let's see what this is all about. Peace be unto you, and God bless you. Greetings, how y'all doing today? Bobby, you called me this morning and told me that somebody wanted to speak with me. Now we're in Madison, Florida. Give me a short synopsis of why we over here today.
Today we're here to file what they call a criminal complaint on one of the detectives here involved in her son's case, and to do this press conference to get it out so people know what's going on, so she can fill you in on the detective.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm Kimberly.
And why are you out here today, and what do you want to say about what happened to you? Any way you want to say it, for as long as you want.
I just want to get my story out. I wanted to be heard amongst everybody about what all and how this system is working. All the things that they have going on and the way they're violating our rights. These lawyers that we're paying for, how they're accepting our money and then just working behind our backs, working against us instead of working for us. So
Okay.
I need all that out.
Okay, since we're here, we're going to talk later, but why are we going in here right now, Bobby and Ms. Monkey?
Going in here to actually file a criminal complaint. Police department may be a little bit different when file a criminal complaint. Like in Georgia, it's very easy. It may be different here, but we're going in to actually file a criminal complaint for the detective's arrest.
So my purpose today is I want to file a complaint to the right about what is going on, and what my attorney is doing, and I also want to file a warrant against the other people in the case that we're speaking of.
Okay, we're going in and you're going in and filing this paperwork, but eventually you want to talk to me again once you come out of there, right?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
To pay for lawyer. I really gotta pay for lawyer, not for me, but for my son. And y'all tag some people, CNBC, everybody. Pay everybody. Tag them and tell them. I paid. I went and not $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 either. I paid for a good lawyer, a good attorney. And this is what prompted me to go live today, because I done had enough. It's been going on ever since December now. All kind of bull crap. They have evidence. They have everything.
Just go and
They
tell
know
your
my
story,
son
sister.
wasn't
Go and
there.
tell your story.
So get this. Tuesday, our attorney called us and tell me, hey, the prosecutor now pushed the court date all the way back, the trial that we're going to court for, back to 1 p.m. Then set straight on my spirit. Did not. He went, he told my son that and everything. My own paid for attorney told me that the prosecutor pushed trial back to 1 p.m. Now I went to sleep and went set straight, woke back up, got up the next morning, and something told me, nothing but the Lord, get up, get dressed, and go to the courthouse in Madison. And sure enough, when I got to the courthouse in Madison County, Florida, my son was there in trial. Not in trial yet. My son was there. The attorney was there. He was huddled up with some more people, you know. I mean, talking. There was Lieutenant Haskell there. There was the prosecutor there. There was everybody there that I'm allegedly, because I don't know. It didn't play out. We didn't have trial. So allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly to cover my behind, because these small towns can be hell. And excuse my language, I'm just pissed off at what they're doing. I get there, and all of them there. When I walked through the door, they looked like they saw a ghost. Like, how the hell? Where the hell? Who told her to be here? To be here. Now, my son is there looking at me like, Mom, you right. My own attorney lied to me and told me that trial was at 1 p.m. But it was at 9, and it was at 9 a.m. I got there almost right at 9, ran up them steps, ran there, and sure enough, my son was sitting there. Went in the office, talked to him, and the only really real explanation he gave me was, I'm sorry. I told him, I'm sorry, not gonna cut it. He even walked out the office on me because, you know, I was not being disrespectful. I told him with all due respect. But at the same time, at what point were you gonna let me know that, you know, the time was changed? And he told me, hey, all this is new to me. He said, all this is new to me. I'm finding out all this stuff in real time. In real time now. He said, I'm finding this stuff out in real time. I came here prepared to go to trial, and then I seen there was new charges. Hold the hell up. New charges. They pinned some more charges to my son. Look, y'all, the detective has come up here now. Y'all, I don't know if he's gonna come over here, but anyways, so pinned new charges now. And I'm in front of him. Look, let me show you guys where I'm at. Right there. New charges on my son. On my son now. Hold
That's
on.
him right there?
Yeah. I don't know if I got it. I'm just walking around in the background, but so I can't.
Continue the way you're doing. You're doing fine. Just stay there and do what you're doing.
This is what happened. Y'all, I'm back because I'm pissed off. So anyways, they said they pinned new charges on my son, right? That's what he said. He said so anyways, they said they pinned new charges on my son, right? That's what he said. He said while we were in there talking, they pinned new charges on my son. This is all new to him. He didn't know what was going on. He came there ready to go to trial. And he found out about new charges. Share, y'all. Share my video. Don't just watch. Share and tag some people. Pinned new charges on him, and they were arresting him and taking him back down to Madison County jailhouse. And I'm gonna go back and tell y'all everything why he's in the detention center. This is what I've been going through. I covered up real good, but this is what I've been going through. They've been holding him in the detention center, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a few minutes. So my attorney say that he comes, you know, he came there prepared to have trial, but we're not gonna have trial because he found out about new charges. And I said, you know what? That's fine and dandy. I said, don't worry about it. I said, you handle these 2 cases right here. This is what I paid you for. Handle these 2 cases, and I'll either decide whether I want to hire you again or hire somebody else. Let's handle these. He said, well, that's the lawyer's discretion. He said, by law, that's the lawyer's discretion, and I decide whether I want to go to trial or not. That's what he told me. I decide whether I want to go to trial or not. And I said, well, why wouldn't we go to trial? He said, well, we wouldn't go to trial because I need to be prepared. I need to file a motion to suppress. When they questioned your son, they restricted his movement, and therefore, at that moment, he was detained. So I need to file a motion to suppress everything from that moment on. I said, okay, so let's go. I don't know how, you know, the system work. If it was here, I know about that. I don't know about the system. So I said, okay, let's go. Just file a motion to suppress. Let's handle these 2 cases. We got a good case. Y'all already pinned one on him. You said you're 95% sure that you're going to beat it because you know for a fact that these folks lied. They went back and they recanted on their story. Y'all, I'm going 100 miles per hour because there's a lot going on. But I'm going to get it out. Just listen to me. So, anyways, he said he didn't file the motion to suppress, and it don't happen like I want him to happen. It takes a long time. It takes up to 2 days for it to happen. So now let's back up just a little bit. You told me that all this stuff was quote unquote happening in real time. You went to court at 9 a.m. after he told me, 1 a.m. He was there before 9 a.m. He was there and he was already talking to the prosecutor and everybody else, y'all. He went there. And before 9 a.m., thinking that we were going to have trial at 1 p.m. is, what he's selling to me, right? But then now that I want him to pursue it, he says that he can't pursue trial because he wouldn't be doing his job. And his job, what he meant by that is he hadn't filed the motion to suppress. Well, if you initially filed the motion to suppress, when you went there, you were prepared to go to trial at 1. Why haven't this motion to suppress been filed? Because you already knew why you were going there. They didn't expect me to be there. So by the time he started getting pissed off because I'm throwing all this on the table. On the table. Like, you can't sit here and tell me this is bullshit. Excuse my language, but it is. It's a straight up lie. And you can't explain it. The only thing you can do is shake my hand and tell me that you promised that you will respond, you'll get back to me. What have yet? When I tell y'all, I can show y'all a couple times that he's responded to me. Now, it's so much going on. I feel sorry for these kids in Madison, Florida. I feel sorry for y'all that got a little money and can go out here and hire these people that's in the same district. Me, I didn't know no better. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. But hire somebody that's in the same district thinking they have the best of your interests, and yet you find out that they're going to court. They're going to court. And I'm allegedly, he knew that they were going to have trial. So when I walk in there, one of the people that's in this case, and I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute, he and his mother was sitting right there in trial. Now, he's an adult. The one that admitted to have did the crimes. And yeah, I have videos, consensual video recordings that I'm going to show y'all. I promise I'm going to show y'all. Y'all recording? Because they just ended mine. They just cut mine all the way out. Well, anyways, he really couldn't explain, too much. He just shook my hand and basically said, I just found this stuff out. I'm sorry. I promise you that from this moment on, if I'm busy, I'll let you know, hey, I'm busy. I can't talk to you right now. I'll let you know before I talk to your son, or when I talk to your son. If I tell you I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you. He told me that because he's been telling me that he's going to talk to me and haven't. And so it's just so much going on. Now, that was said and done. We went before the judge and I didn't even get a chance to talk. Not at all. Didn't even get a chance to talk. He turned the mic around and made it seem like, oh, I'm just this parent that son has been in the detention center and I just want my son home. Yeah, I want my son home, but at the same time, I want to be treated fair. I don't want to be lied to about court date. I want to know when court is going on. I want to pay somebody that has my best interest and that's going to fight for me, that's going to do the job that I paid them to do. And it's sad that in these little small places, that's not what we get. That's not what we get at all. Now let me tell you, we left out there. They did the trial. They rescheduled the trial. We left out of that courthouse. I started going home, and that same feeling that I got that told me to get up and go to that courthouse at 9 o'clock that morning, I had that same feeling that told me to turn back around and go to Madison. And I turned around, and here it is. Sure enough, I see the other kid. And he pulled over behind us. And he started talking. And he says, I said, well, I'm going to tell you now, I'm recording. I got his consent. I said, you mean to tell me that my son didn't do this and my son didn't do that? And he said, no. I said, and you give me permission to show this to my attorney? He said, yes. They already had it. They had all the information. I know I'm all over the place. They had all the information on my son. When I tell you everything on my son's friend, saying that he did it, they took his cell phones, they pinged the towers, they know he was there, they know everything. He, even after I finally got one of the allegedly edited body cams and one of the other body cams, in the body cam video, the son's friend is telling that he did these things. My son wasn't there with him, that he did these things, but yet they're trying to hold my son. They're trying to hold my son and pin all this stuff to him. And they got the attorney their attorney in allegedly in cahoots with them, in cahoots, telling me anything as far as the time. Now, if the time did change, then at some point I should have been notified, but never was not I once notified that the time changed at all, period. I went there and they thought they saw a ghost walking through that courthouse when I went in there. And it's a shame. When I tell you it's a shame, all this led, it's like, it's 4 different cases now, and all of them to do with the same person. They found all the evidence on the other person. I can't say all, but allegedly all the evidence. I know we have concrete evidence, everything, and still my son is away. And it's like I can't do nothing about it. I've hired an attorney, and he's still not working in the best of my interest. It's a lot more. But because the case is open, y'all, I don't want to tell y'all everything, every single thing. But we have concrete evidence, and I promise y'all I'll be back, and I'll keep y'all updated. Share my video, share my lives. Make sure y'all tag the news people, tag everybody. It's a shame. I feel sorry for the parents that cannot afford a lawyer and just dealing with this stuff. I feel sorry for the parents that just don't know no better and allowing their kids to just become victims of this system. These kids, yeah, some of them are bad as hell. I'm not gonna deny it. They get into shit, teenagers do. But the way this system is set up, they'll twist that shit around so fast. Excuse my language, but they will twist it around and they'll make these black kids, I hate to say it like that, and I say again, I have no problem with race at all, but it's a shame what they do to ours. And in my son's situation, he's the only black kid, and the white kid admitted to doing these things. It's a shame. I'm in front of Madison Sheriff Department. I was in front of Madison Courthouse. For whatever reason, I don't know if you guys' live didn't work, but mine didn't work at all. I literally had to ride out here to the country, and it didn't work, and eventually it started working. So I don't know if it was the towers or what, but my phone started back working finally. And so I know they're gonna delete my videos. They already, look, I'm on this live right now because I was on my live and my phone shut off. Now shortly when I first got here, and I screen recorded it, so I'm gonna show y'all unless that disappeared, my video button completely disappeared on my phone. How? I don't know. But y'all do the math.
Let me ask you a question, my beautiful sister. Hold this, keep it where you're going. I'm gonna ask you a question. You can hold the phone because you know how to look at the people, and I appreciate the way you handling this. It's the first time I had somebody to do a live feed the way you did. I think you did it so well and professional. And what I put up, I want it done professional. I don't want talking in the background. I want it done correctly, the best I'm able to produce, because I am the Getto Free Press.
Right.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you again. What's your name?
I'm Kimberly Joseph.
And your son is a juvenile.
He is a juvenile.
Okay, don't mention his name. But the point is that when you called me this morning, you want to come over here, and you told me you want to go over here and file some charges, right?
That is.
They don't hold the phone. It's all right. They ain't hurting that.
Right.
And you want to hold the phone, right? Okay, so you want to come over here and do what?
I wanted to file some more charges as a result of my son being a minor. The ATVs that the person's son said he took. They're adults. They were kept on his mom's property. My son went over there, and all he did was ride. Let me go ahead and put that out. All my son did was ride some ATVs that were at his friend's house. We have proof that he only arrived there that morning. The son says that he arrived there that morning. When he got there, they decided to ride down the road on the ATVs. Well, my son went live on Facebook recording him riding on one of the ATVs. He didn't know that the friend stole him. Had no idea whatsoever. No idea. The friend said it. Not only my son, but the friend. The friend said that he didn't know. My son did not know. He just came over there. The mama said that her son rode, said that my son rode, and 2 other people rode. Now, mind me, these items are being kept on the mother's property. They have never filed a warrant at all on the mom. None whatsoever. They haven't filed a warrant on the mom. But they filed a warrant and picked my son up because they said in the state of Florida, there's a presumption if you have property in your possession in a certain period of time after it was stolen, there's this presumption that you knew it was stolen. So they're allegedly, they know my son didn't take anything. I mean, the kid said it again. But because the law says he should have known that they were stolen, they're trying to charge him. Now, they were stolen out of Georgia. This is Florida, trying to charge him with grand theft. Even after all the evidence, after all the videos, they still holding him. keep continuing everything, still holding him and everything, y'all.
Okay.
Because he rode the ATVs that were on the mother's property that were kept there. And I keep telling them, I just don't understand, y'all. I don't understand. They have, the police report says that my son said that he didn't know. And at some point, it was a possibility that he did know because of what the friend said after the mom had talked to the friend. So I can't really go into details with this case because it's open. So that's why I'm kind of all over the place. But I really want y'all to know what's going on. They already ended my live. I don't even know if it's posted on my Facebook page. I really don't. So y'all share this video.
Okay, let's walk on inside.
Share this video and make
to.
sure that you screen recording it, because I promise y'all, just like my phone just went out, this one probably will too. Oh, yep. Yours went out too.
Let's go inside. Let's do what we do in Madison County.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, I don't know if I'm in the right place or not, but I need some papers to file a police complaint or a sheriff complaint, and I also need the papers to file warrants. So am I in the correct place, or do I need to go to the court? Mm-hmm.
Don't know about a warrant. You might want to call the state attorney's office in my book.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I need about maybe 5.
And then, do y'all have an internal affairs department? Huh? Yeah. Let me get a. Is that form separate from them? A complaint on the officer for internal affairs investigate. Do you have a complaint form for the internal affairs investigator, or do they just let them sheriff department? Y'all have an internal affairs department?
If the Florida Department of Law Enforcement will come out and investigate,
No, I'm saying, do y'all have an internal affairs, a person that handles complaints?
we have a person who handles.
But you don't call it internal affairs? What y'all call it?
We just have a group. We have,
Oh, okay, okay. Some that's most what we call it internal affairs. Okay.
Do you need more?
Oh, wait, though, these are all the same complaints.
Okay.
And so, and then, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Did you want the number to the state attorney office?
Yes, could you give that to me, please?
Mm-hmm.
They,
And what about the procedure for taking out warrants?
that they can give you some information on what you need to do that.
Okay, can you get a supervisor out here?
You want to talk to someone?
Yeah, talk to a supervisor. But what's the
Who
technical name?
is the supervisor, please?
Well, I can give you a lieutenant. It'll be Lieutenant Whitfield.
Or
That's the lieutenant. Do you want
Okay.
someone higher? You want an investigator?
Well,
Who's
it
the
can't be.
investigator?
It can't be. What's his name?
Haskell?
Hassel. It can't be him because the complaint is about him.
Okay.
All right.
So you want a lieutenant Whitfield?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have time to wait just a few minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
And now she
We're
said she
gonna
can
fill
get
all this
somebody
out right
higher.
here.
Okay. Can I tell them who's requesting?
She said she can get somebody higher. Should we get the lieutenant or go higher?
I ain't hear you.
I just want to, can I tell them who's requesting it?
Tell him Bobby Worthy, National President for the Justice League United.
I'm sorry, Bobby
Worthy.
Worthy.
W-O-R-T-H-Y. National President for the Justice League United.
Justice League
United.
United. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You have a few minutes to wait on one?
Okay.
All right.
Man, you need to.
Mm-hmm.
Focus inside a bit.
Yes, sir. Okay. Bobby Worthy. Bobby Worthy. They have a complaint on several, people, and one investigator, so it's
I don't want to get them.
Mr. Worthy,
I don't know.
he's asking if you can go to the jail.
Yeah.
He's asking if you can go to the jail.
To the jail?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you know where the
We'll
jail
find it.
is?
I mean, we'll find it.
I can give you the
I
address
know.
so you how to get there.
You know where's that?
You know where
Okay.
it is? All right.
Yeah, yo, coming. I forgot who I'm supposed to be seeing. Who we seeing?
This is the shift supervisor. So.
Hey, man. Doing all right?
What's your name?
I don't know why shaking y'all here. Y'all got too many weapons on.
Nah, no, you good. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, wait, which supervisor are you? I mean,
I'm
the
Lieutenant Whitfield. This is
Officer
Corporal
Holbrook?
Holbrook. He's the shift supervisor.
All right. We're trying to find
Okay.
out what we need to do about filing a complaint on
Wait, can I speak to you real quick out here?
Okay, hold on.
I need
Hold
to
on.
speak to you.
request to her, because the complaint is about the officers, I request him not to be used the rest of the officers.
Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the citizen complaint form,
Okay.
and you can fill that out, and
Okay.
that's how we'll start the process.
And then we get it back. So
Yes.
we're gonna fill it out so we don't have to take time and get it back to you.
Yes.
You got a card on you, man?
Yes, sir.
Give us 2 of them just
I
in
need a
case.
lot.
It's all of them the same.
And then
Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
same.
Just
Okay.
give me
And I
one of
also-
your cards, man, so if I need to talk to you and stuff. Must have been a military man.
No, sir.
Okay.
Bunch of family members. But like it says here, you can either mail it, you can bring it back.
We bring it back.
And
And
my
I'll
information's
call
there.
you and give you a heads up. I mean,
My direct extension, everything's on there for you,
Okay.
okay?
Now, as far as
Appreciate
the
it.
warrants, I need to know about those warrants that I need to file.
okay, yeah,
Where do I
about
file
taking
that?
out warrants on the individuals that should have been arrested in her case.
Okay, fill this out for me.
And then we-
And what we'll do is I'll read and see what all we got, because I don't understand what all is going on, and I'll be able to try
Well,
to help.
I
do
need
you
to
want
start
the time
those
to go ahead and talk to
I
them
need
now?
to start those, I need everything.
Can you talk to them now, or you want to wait?
I just need the information to file the warrants. If that's
The
available.
only way
if
we
it's-
can do a warrant is, we do a report and send it into the state.
Okay.
All right, and
We'll
that's-
take care of it, we'll bring this back. And I'll give heads up, man.
All right,
Y'all be
thank
good,
you.
man.
Y'all have a good
All
day.
right.
So this is the paperwork to file the complaints, so I can file those warrants. All right.
And I'll look up the codes and all that. and get it. Now he's the sheriff's supervisor. The other guy, who the one you said. This is Blessed Bible Whitley here. We're live on George trying to find out the procedure of taking out a warrant in Florida. It's a little bit different in Georgia. I'm talking to the clerk now. Yes, sir.
Was one of the assistant state attorneys. And what he told me was in Florida, he doesn't think there's a mechanism for an individual to have a warrant issued. So the way it works was if you have probable cause for a warrant to be issued, arrest warrant, then it has to go through somebody that has an investigative arm, like the PD or the sheriff's office or FDLE.
Okay.
He says you go to them, present your probable cause, and then what they do is they determine is there enough information here for it to be presented to the state attorney's office. And at that point in time, the state attorney's office would start a case and issue a warrant.
Okay. So basically, fill out a police report and then go to the next step.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, but they don't have a mechanism for.
Not directly.
Not
He said,
the regular
he said
case.
the only mechanism that exists, he said, is the grand jury. He said you could be presented to a grand jury and in part of their indictment, they can issue a warrant.
Even that still would be after the arrest. The grand jury is not even coming to after the
Well,
arrest.
I mean, not really. The grand jury in Florida have the ability to convene and investigate. They have investigative powers.
Just like doing it. All the grand juries are the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Normally, they may be different.
Well,
Fed indict you first.
Yeah. Well, what they do when they're in the situation you're talking about, or say that they indicted somebody, they take their evidence to the grand jury and say, here's all evidence, there's not evidence. You know, so, but the grand jury has double counted.
Okay, so you did it just. Alright, you're asking my question.
Like I said, I just called the state attorney, I just wanted to make sure, or not the state attorney, one of
It's
the
just not that it's going to be just not really procedure, but just hold your support.
He said that's what it is. Go to somebody who has an investigative arm, like the PD, the SO, or FDLE. He said
Okay.
that they present it to them and they issue warrants.
Right, appreciate it.
All right, sorry, I wish I'd been here earlier. Maybe I could get an answer for you. Have y'all not hanging around?
Yeah, maybe 5 minutes.
Hopefully it works out for you. I don't know what y'all got, but whatever it is, I hope it works out.
Well, I would look, try to find it in detail. I would look up some case law and not
Okay.
see if I can find something different.
All right.
I'm not makes perfect sense. You don't say you feel she's doing this treatment. That's why I'm talking about.
No, that's fine. No, at all means, yeah, but
I feel sorry for what is happening to her. I feel sorry.
right, and I don't know in case. But no, I mean, by all means, if you want to come video.
We don't know in Georgia, but when I come back here again, I will know that in Georgia's in the courtroom anywhere it's up in right? Public places. That's what I understood in Georgia, but I don't know this. I can record it. But when I come back, I will know the law.
No, you can record here. That's fine.
Well, this is what federal law mandates now to video recording. Listen, anything that's in public space, by law, anything in public space, as long as I ain't in the courtroom, I can record inside that public space, and public officials have no private duty.
No, you're right. The only thing I would ask is, this is me personally, I always try to, if you record, try to not record people's faces, because we have people come up here to get domestic violence. And
Right.
things like that. I know, and that's just me personally, but I mean,
I've been doing this a long time. I got to respect him.
Appreciate it.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, y'all heard the conversation we went through just then. I'm on George Rhymes 5. Y'all, I stole George's phone. He don't know I got it. I'm just joking. But we here, y'all. It's taking it to the next step. That's all we got to do. Keep pushing. All right, y'all. George, you got anything to say? You want to say anything before we go? We'll get it done, girl. Take time. You don't worry about it. My thing is, what I want to know is why he ain't got a bond.
Yeah, I do have something I want to say. Okay. The purpose of me being here, because the same young lady that called me about 2 weeks ago, she feels like she's been railroaded. That's my purpose in being over here. And this is what people do. People have always done this. When we find people that need assistance and we can help them, we do that. And whether you know it or not, a news release was sent out to your major news media outlets because she wanted the news media to tell her story. I was the only one showed up. This is nothing new. We do it all the time. We don't even expect the white news media to come and cover these stories. We don't mind about that. They do what they want to do. But we're going to exemplify the best under our form of government. And so we believe in open government. This young lady here did a live feed. She had already 1,000 views. So people are listening to social media. And it's not only here in Georgia and Florida, but it's across the nation. Black people now understand that the traditional mainstream news media is not going to do what we expect them to do. And it's time for us to stop expecting them to do what they have never done. When I walked into this courthouse a few minutes ago, knowing that I can record in the courtroom, not in the courtroom, but in the courthouse. I've been in so many courtrooms all the way up to Georgia State of Appeals. And when he told me I couldn't record, he had to go and get some assistance from somebody else, I just put my camera in the corner. Because to me, it don't make that much difference. But when I come back to Florida again, I will have, because that's what I do, I will have the law in my hand. And I will show them. That's the only reason I didn't keep recording, because I'm a man of peace. I believe that in the end, truth, right, and justice going to win. A lot of us may have to suffer the consequences, but eventually, in this country, truth, right, and justice going to win. Liars, hypocrites are not going to win. They never have and never will. And if they win, it's only for a day. But in the end, we will win. Who, black folk? No, not black folk. The righteous and the holy, who know the real Jesus and the real God, and not those who follow a fake Jesus and a fake God. And now, thanks to the president now in the White House, God have allowed him to show us who our neighbors are. He has shown us who our right politicians are. This is why I don't criticize Donald Trump. Donald Trump now is showing us everybody in the Congress. They're showing us that they can't lie to us no more. Them days of lying is all over. We see just who is for the American dream. We see just who with the founding fathers of this great republic. And when you don't stand up for right, and when you don't respect freedom of the press, and when you don't respect a mother who want to stand up and protect her child, and if you don't have no sympathy for that, then we know you are not following the Jesus of our ancestors. You are not following the God of our ancestors. Dr. King followed the Jesus and the God of our ancestors, and he said nonviolence. He made one step further, and he said these words. He said that we will wear them down by our ability to suffer. And as you know, we are a suffering people. But even God gonna stop the suffering one day. I have seen too many mothers suffer like this, and then nobody will come out and help while the preachers keep preaching their sermons. The black politicians keep on in the political arenas. But when it boils down to help, they're nowhere to be found. Y'all, I want to thank God for Bobby Word, the Justice League United. I want to thank this beautiful sister for having enough courage to stand up for her child. There's too many mothers and fathers who don't stand up for their children. This mother called me this morning in tears. She just left the courthouse. She was in tears. She was on Facebook, and you can see this crying out. She wants justice for her son. And the things that happen, and I'm not going to quit. I may just started to get involved. Y'all have a nice day. Once again, I'm in Madison, Florida. I've been here before with the Madison, Florida 9 and the lawyers out of Tallahassee. They stood up for the old people, and most all of them was exonerated because these same people that followed the phony Jesus and the phony God brought them up on bogus charges. But by the grace of God, most of them was clear. Y'all have a nice day. This is not the end of this. This is only the beginning. Bye-bye. We gone.